Are you on? This is the Daily Dozen, presented by Champions Round.
What is going on? Welcome to the Daily Dozen. It is Wednesday, July 27th. You have until 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern to lock in these Daily Dozen picks. Turn $12 into $1,200. But just like some of our winners from last night, you don't have to be perfect to get rich. You can 10 times your money by going 11 of 12, which we had 3 people do last night. Welcome to the show, Joey, the social meme master himself, the best social guy that we got on our team at Champions Round, heading into the content space for us, joining us on the Daily Dozen for the first time. Welcome to the show, bud.
All right. Yeah. Hyped to be here. You know, I've done some other ones, but never the Daily Dozen. So I'm super excited to go over these picks and see if we can make some money tonight.
All right. Let's go ahead and get the props on the board right now. Again, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern to lock in these picks for tonight. Marlins versus Reds, total run 7.5. You're a Florida boy. Marlins, what do you think about this one?
Grew up a Marlins fan. Watched most of their games over the years. I actually am going to go with the over on this one. They do have some good pitchers pitching. You got a 2 ERA and a 3 ERA. But I decided to go with the over just because I think the Marlins do light them up today. I'm actually taking the Marlins to win aside. The Marlins are first in stolen bases as well, and I think they take advantage of that today. This goes way over 7.5.
Ooh, interesting. So we're starting off with hot takes already, which is the Joey special. Yeah. I absolutely love it. All right, so number right now, we have 7.5. It has crept up to 8.5 in the market, minus 105 to the under. 39% of the bets, 86% of the money on the under, despite the fact that it went up. That's a little weird. I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna go on the over here. I'm gonna go on the over. I think there's some weird stuff happening in the market. Like the number moved up. I'm gonna jump on the over with you. If you can get that number at 8 somewhere, go smash that. But here, total run 7.5. Love the over. Total first inning runs. All I gotta do is get one. Are you on the Yerfy or Nerfy?
All right, so this is, after just saying that we're going with the over in this game.
We're going under here?
I actually am going to go under on this because I think something about me in Vegas is I feel like I could predict how Vegas works. So what I do is, like, I see a line like 7.5. I like the over. I'm going to take the under. I think it starts off no scores, but I think it picks up later in the game. Under, right. I'm going with the Nerfy.
The Nerfy. You know what? And I'm the other way. I play the exact same way all the way through. If I'm going over on the game total, I'm going the Yerfy. So I got to do the over total first inning runs 0.5 here. All right, Luis Castillo, probably his last start for the Reds. Probably going to end up on the Yankees or the Astros come next week. Total strikeouts 6.5. What are you thinking?
I actually took the under on this one. I think he kind of gets lit up today. I think he doesn't really. I think he wants out of the Reds completely. So I think he's just going to play like he doesn't care to be there.
All right, let's look at some of his past games here. Last 5 games, he's had 8, 6, 11, 6. So he's been trending towards the over here. I think that he produces well. Usually these guys that want to get out of town, he doesn't want to be on the fucking Reds anymore. He wants to be on the Yankees or the Astros playing for something. So my thought is, the best way for him to do that is to pitch well tonight, get his ass out of there, not to pitch poorly and go, oh, I don't know, the Yankees or Astros, like, I don't know if I want him anymore. That's kind of where I'm coming from here. It's completely idiotic. There's no reason for any of this, but I'll take the over total strikeouts, 6.5. If you want more information on where you think Luis Castillo is going to go, I'll do a little self-plug here. Gambling with Gold last night with Peter Apple from Just Baseball. We went through the entire trade deadline. We talked about Juan Soto, where he may end up, Shohei Ohtani, if he's going to get traded. But one of the biggest fish that we talked about is Luis Castillo. And Peter made a really good point about why he thinks he's going to end up in New York on the Yankees. Go check out that podcast. It's on Spotify and YouTube right now. Little self-plug. Had to do it. I'm sorry.
Not a self-plug. But yeah, wow, that's 2 in a row where I think we just go completely opposite because I think he's going out of town. He doesn't really care to make a last impression. He wants so far out of there. He wants to go to a winning team. But I'm going to go under on this one.
All right, fair enough. I get the point. I just don't agree, which is basically everything that happens on Hot Takes and Pancakes on Fridays. Yankees versus Mets, total runs 8.5. We have Max Scherzer on the bump for the Mets tonight. What are you thinking?
I'm actually going to go under on this one. So they're going against Scherzer. The Yankees have not been playing like the best team in baseball as they claim. I don't think the Yankees get as many runs. I don't think there's as much home runs scored as there was last night as well. So I don't really see this game going over at all. I think this game finishes 2-1.
I think that you're probably on the right track here. The line has moved down to 7.5 in the market. 14% of the bets, 72% of the money on the under there, which completely explains the movement. Makes a lot of sense. Total runs 8.5 under. Seems like it may be one of the better plays on the Daily Dozen slate for today. Total first inning runs 0.5. I got to go with the Nerfy here personally. What are you thinking?
You
go the opposite?
This is the type of game where I think, rivals, Subway Series. I think that the Mets actually ding one in the bottom.
Oh my God. I love it. I love the fade switch that you got going on all the Nerfies and the unders. It's great.
I'm telling you, third batter. They're ding one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I am gonna switch it up on this one. I think the Mets get a run. I think they start the game off 1-0, but for the rest of the game, no other scores. Except
so that would be a Pete Alonso home run first inning. You should bet the shit out of that if you believe that.
I think I'm going to. And if I don't think they let you do it actually, but if FanDuel lets you or something, no, can't plug FanDuel. But yeah, I'm just trying to maybe parlay that. So we'll see.
Parlay the Yurfie with the Alonso home run?
Yeah, I don't think you could do that.
I don't know if you can do that either, but just take the Alonso anytime home run. It'd probably be like plus 300 or something like that. And first home run.
Every time I've bet Pete Alonso anytime home run, though, he doesn't hit a home run. So I'm like actually kind of have some PTSD from that bet.
I like the Alonso first home run of the game. It'd be like plus 1,800 or something like that. Love the angle on that. All right. Max Scherzer total earned runs allowed 2.5. I assume that you're going to go under here, considering you think the score is going to be 2-1.
Yeah, I went under on this one. I think Scherzer lights the Yankees up. I think nobody on the Yankees plays good today, and we'll get into that later. But
yeah, spicy. All right, I'm going to take the under 2 there. I think it's a little high, but 1.5 I probably wouldn't take. I think it ends up as 2. Aaron Judge total bases 1.5. I think this is probably what you're referring to. What do you got?
Under. I think Judge had a great game last night. Going against Scherzer, Subway Series, I just don't think he is going to take this pressure nicely. I think he's going to go under.
Any concern that he's about the hottest player in baseball right now?
No concern. I mean, he's literally probably the front runner to be the MVP right now. I know it's going back to back with Ohtani, but no, I'm going to go with the under here. I think although he comes off a really hot game, Scherzer lights him up.
Fair enough. I think that I would lean towards the total bases 1.5 under as well, just based on the fact that I think that Scherzer is not the best matchup for him. But I can tell you right now, hold on, I pulled this up. 2 for 6 lifetime, no home runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 double, 1 single. So yeah, he's hitting 333, but nothing significant's happening. So maybe he goes 1 for 3, 1 for 4 with the single. He still ends up total bases under 1.5 on this one. Rays versus Orioles, total runs 8.5. What are you thinking?
I'm going to be honest with you. Don't have much to say about this because every single time I bet over-unders in Orioles games, every single time I go under and I lose. So I'm going to go with the over on this one based off the blind eye because I've had way too many losses on betting the Orioles. So this one was a shot in the dark for me.
Fair enough. And I think that you're actually going to end up on the right after the shot in the dark. Total opened at 8. It has now crept up to 8.5 at some places. So we are on the rise towards the over, but it's just hitting the number that we have here. 70% of the bets, 80% of the money coming in on the over. I'll take the over as well. Ride with my boy Joey here. I don't really have a better reason than that either. So let's ride with the over. Let's see some runs. Cardinals versus Blue Jays. Total runs 8.5. Cardinals are without a couple of their best players because of vaccination status. Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado are not traveling with the team to Canada, probably impacting this line a little bit. But what do you think about total runs 8.5?
I'm going to have to go with the under on this one. I mean, too many guys out. I know it smashed last night, and it was a pretty sick game, especially watching Pujols go against the Blue Jays. But I'm going to go with the under. Too many guys out. I don't think there are a lot of bases gotten. So
I am with you here. Line is 8, 24% of the bets, 83% of the money, plus 59% coming in on the under here. I think this may, again, be one of the best plays of the day to take the under 8.5 in this game. Adam Wainwright, Total outs recorded 17.5. So all he's got to do is pitch 6 innings to hit the over here. What do you think?
I think he's going to get the over on this one. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot of outs this game. Not a lot of stars on the field tonight, so I'm going to go with the over on this one.
I like the over as well for him to hit exactly 6 innings, and I think it's basically just based on the fact that we like the under. I think that Wainwright's probably going to have a good game. I think he goes 6 strong, probably gives up 2 or 3 runs, and gets out of there. Guardians versus Red Sox, total runs 9.5. What do you think?
I was excited to talk about this one. I'm actually going to go with the under on this one. The Sox are unbearable to watch right now. It is like really brutal. But I do think they tighten up their defense, and I don't think they let up these mistakes that have been bringing in so many runs that probably affect these future lines to be like 9.5. If you saw all these like dropped balls, these in-play errors, it's just been unbearable, like I said. So I'm going to go with the under here. I think they tighten up, and I just don't think there's a lot of hits this game.
The under is definitely the right side here. Over under opened at 9, then went to 9.5. Now it's down at some places at 8.5. 28% of the bets, 47% of the money, plus 19% coming in on the under in this one. That being said,
good pitchers.
I'm taking the over. I'm gonna be like Smalls. I'm gonna be super bratty right now. I'm taking the over. I think there's gonna be a lot of runs in this game.
Okay. You think who do you think's getting lit up, Evaldi or Quantrill?
Oh, I think there's a good chance that Evaldi got absolutely lit up last game. I think there's a good chance it happens again. It'd be interesting to see. And the Red Sox are just in such a free fall right now. I kind of like the Guardians money line, plus 120, plus 125 happened last night. Yeah, give me Cleveland. I think that happens tonight.
I did take the Guardians last night.
Nice. So did I. I loved it. I'm gonna go Guardians 7-4 tonight. How about that? Let's get that exact score on the board.
Flip it.
Total first inning runs 0.5 for Guardians Red Sox. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the Yurfie. What about you?
I'm probably taking the Durfee. I think this game, I'm not even kidding. I really think this game is going to be a 1-0 game of just garbage.
Nothing.
I not even garbage, because I think defensively everyone's going to be good. I don't think anyone's getting hits this game. I think these pitchers I think Evaldi's definitely going to wake up after last game too, because that was embarrassing and it can't happen again.
Wow. All right. So we have a Nerfy and a Yurfie. We didn't agree on any one of those. There were 3 of them. We disagreed on all of them. Classic.
Yep. Hey, spicy. That's what we're here for.
Perfect. All right. That does it for the Daily Dozen for Wednesday, July 27th. Again, you have until 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific to lock in those picks. Get 12 right. Win $1,200. $12 entry. Go enter now. All you got to do is get 7 or more right, and you're a winner with Champions Round. Until then, good luck with all of your bets tonight. Let's see some over in the Guardians game. I don't want this 1-0 bullshit. I want to see a good matchup. Joey, thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. See you.
Sure. Thank you.